How you guys doing? Connie with Caliber Whips, and today I got a message on my YouTube about how to make a handle like this, or at least how to set up the strands to get a design on your whip that looks like this. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So this is the overall pattern. I did this on a whip a few months back, and I'm going to show you guys how I do it today. So for this particular little diagram that I got going, what we have here is basically the whip handle itself, and we have the strands. All right, so this is going to be a 16 plat overlay, which means there's 8 on one side, 8 on the other side. 8 plus 8 is 16. This is a 16 plat overlay. So to set up this particular pattern, what we're going to do is this. It is a 2-pass diamond plat. As you can barely tell here, there are 2 strands in each diamond, so it's 2-pass diamond plat. So what we're going to do is I'm going to mark each color strand. So for example, black is going to be the black color. Orange is going to be the orange one right there, and then that light gray is going to represent this yellow right here. All right, so with that being said, let's get started. So the way I set this up is I put black on entirely one side. All right, so that's the first setup. All right, there's going to be black on all one side. So you want to make sure that there's nothing but black strands on one side, and on the other side, this is where it gets a little bit difficult, at least if you're trying to figure it out like by hand, you know. So what we're going to do here is we're going to have 2 strands that are one color. We're going to skip 2, and then 2 strands that are the other. So this is what the overall design will look like. That's what the setup should be. So if you're making this whip, or at least if you're making the handle on a whip, what you're going to want to do is, let's say the longest strand on your whip is a 24-footer, right? Let's say you got 2 24-foot strands, right? And then the next one, let's say, is 18, and then you got 12 or so on, right? So this is going to be your 24-foot strand. For sake of example, at least, it could be, you know, vice versa. What you would do is you would cut this in half, right? So if this is your longest strand, that will be 24 feet. This will be, one side will be 12 feet. The other side will be 12 feet. Same as before, 12, 12, 18, we got 9 and 9, and then we got 6 and 6. You're gonna wanna cut a 12, like for example with this 18-footer, you're gonna cut one 9-foot black strand and then one 9-foot yellow strand, and then singe them together and basically mount them to the handle. And then when you go to plat, so that's how you set it up. When you actually go to plat, you're gonna do kind of an over-under on the diamond plat. So there are several videos on YouTube on how to do diamond plat. However, 2-pass diamond plat is not too hard to do. Basically, you just grab 2 strands at a time and you just go over, under until you end on an over. So basically, let's say I were to start braiding this, and I'm gonna grab these 2 strands here. I'm going to make sure this goes over. So this is gonna be over these 2, under these 2, over these 2, under these 2. So I'm going to grab these 2 orange strands. I'm going to go under these 2 black strands. I'm going to go over these 2, and then under, and then over. And then they're going to come across right here. And then these 2 orange strands. So again, we're going under, over, over. And then we end with these 2 strands coming up right here, just like that. Same as before with this. It's in the black. These 2 black strands are going to do the same thing as before, making sure you end on an over. All right, hopefully that clears things up. This is the basic pattern or setup that I use when making this particular handle pattern. So I hope that was helpful for you guys, and if you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. If you have any more questions of stuff you want to see, be sure to leave a comment down below. So with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.